Okay, I'm gonna give you an updated review on my current favorite TV shows. I was waiting for the premiere of the Vikings to give this review so I could give an all-inclusive review of the current shows, which, the season premieres have already started, so I'll just go ahead and start with the Vikings since I mentioned them. This is the premiere of the second half of Season 4. My understanding is there will be a 20-episode Season 5 premiering this spring, and no doubt it'll probably be split into two halves like Season 4. So, okay, still suffering without Eccleston. There's just no way around that. But the new characters surfacing are adding color to it. Ivar the Boneless, who in the sagas is actually Ragnar's oldest son, not the youngest. Bjorn wants to journey to the Mediterranean, and Ragnar wants to go back to Wessex to settle old scores. Sounds right. I know what's going to happen. Well, I know what's supposed to happen. We'll see if it happens that way. So, yes, it's still interesting to follow. Compared to other Vikings adaptations, the Saga, the Kirk Douglas, Eric the Conqueror, I'll just say they all have their pros and cons. They're all better than the book. The book is just too much. Best way to say that. So, now that we've gotten through with the Vikings, hey, and who knows how long this will last. Maybe after Ragnar's dead, they will start going into the sailing to Greenland and North America. We'll see if that happens. So, Gotham. It's still interesting to follow, but I have some beef with it. The villains are becoming sophisticated in their technology. They're the kind of villains that Batman should be fighting, not Jim Gordon. But still, it's fascinating to follow it, to wonder what's going to happen next. And in many cases, it's ahead of its time, like Penguin is already running for mayor. Bruce Wayne's already figured out his killer. Well, the actual gunman, but not the highest up person in the plot. But overall, still good. We'll see how far it goes, how long it lasts. Supergirl, same thing. Kind of out there, far-fetched plots, but still fun to follow. I mean, there's no logical reason I should like it, but that's just it. You have to ignore the parts that don't make sense to enjoy it. I like the action sequences. They get me pretty excited. And when I first heard that they were going to feature Superman in the season premiere, I thought, okay, that's a mistake. The focus is supposed to be Supergirl. That could hurt it. Well, thankfully, it didn't. Something I meant to mention in my Batman vs. Superman review, but totally slipped my mind. I guess it's kinda good that they finally did away with Superman's red trunks. As iconic as they were always cheesy, even in the old days. So, that said, Supergirl's a pretty good show. And Madam Secretary, last but not least. Okay, so Dalton loses in the primaries. He runs as an independent. The House is finally going to the House of Representatives. We'll see where that goes. Just that plot's interesting to follow, and all the episode subplots of International. I've said this before, I wish Conrad Dalton were our president in real life, and that Bess McCord was our real-life Secretary of State. Dalton would have been better than either of the